In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix back of knee pain in 30 seconds. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. In this video, we're going to focus on dull, tight, achy pain at the back of the knee. And I'm going to focus on the three main instigators of this. That's the hamstrings, popliteus, and calf muscles. To make this easy, we're going to break the video up into three separate parts. Each part will target the muscles just a little bit differently. Go through all three parts and use what gives you the most amount of relief. Before we start, I want to make a note that this is for muscle and soft tissue tightness. It's not for major injuries of the knee. If you're suspecting something like a ligament or tendon tear, please consult with your local doctor instead. With that being said, all of these exercises can be done at home. They require no special equipment and may give quick knee pain relief, even in as little as 30 seconds. So let's get started. In the first part, we're going to focus on releasing soft tissue tightness, including muscle tightness, spasms, knots, and trigger points, pretty much from the calves into the knee and also the hamstring. This one can be done pretty much anywhere, and we're just going to be using our thumbs. So what I'd like to do is start off by going right over the Achilles and taking my thumbs and starting to explore the area, pushing it into soft tissue, that is muscle. We kind of want to stay off any bony spots because that can cause irritation. But what I'm going to do is just use my thumbs right here to do a circular motion, applying enough pressure in there to get a nice self-massage. And once I go over this area, I'll start to notice that certain spots are just really tight and achy. Like right over the back of my calf right here, I'm just noticing a big tender spot. At that point, I want to stop and really focus on that. Doing this for about 30 seconds, applying enough pressure in there to start to release. After that, I'm going to take a little bit of a breather. Notice if it has broken up that muscle tightness. If it hasn't, you can throw in another set or two. But you want to do that whole process pretty much over the Achilles, working your way through the calf up to the back of the knee. To take this one to the next level too, if you do notice that you have like a muscle knot that needs a little bit more attention over the calf muscles, you can start to raise and lower your foot like this. It will help activate that muscle a little bit more so you can dig in there and really target that muscle a little bit more efficiently. So let's focus a little bit more on the popliteus, which is right in the back of the knee. If you start to feel right on the inside of the leg, you'll notice that there's a big bone right through here. That's the tibia. So what we want to do is trace the bottom part of that upwards towards the back of the knee. Once we get to that point, what I'm going to do is then drop down to the back of the knee and target that area. This can become very, very tender, but this is the area where that muscle tends to lie. So I'm going to take my thumbs and just start to press in there, doing a nice circular massage for about 30 seconds. Again, only to your comfort level. From there, you want to relax, see how it feels. If it needs a little bit more, you can throw in another set or two. But I also try to work around the knee right here, going on the inside, the outside, and then also focusing on the hamstring right through here. But it's just an easy way to really relax everything and hopefully get some quick knee pain relief, especially on the back side. One of my favorite ways to target muscle pain at the back of the knee is using the tennis ball method. I'm just going to start off on a floor, take a tennis ball, put it right over the Achilles at the bottom of the calf. So with this one, I'm going to take my leg and press down into the tennis ball until I feel a deep, comfortable amount of pressure. From there, I'm just going to use my other leg and arms to roll up and down very, very slowly. Feels like a very good massage over the Achilles going into the calf. But I just do this process over and over again, exploring different areas. Any spot that just feels tight and achy, like let's say right about here for me, what I'm going to do is stop over that spot and do this for about 15 to 20 seconds, gradually increasing pressure with my leg to get a deeper self-massage. You can also turn the leg inward and do it. You can also turn it outward and do it. But explore the whole area. Any spot that needs more attention, throw some more reps in at that point. So for the back of the knee, you can do the same thing, just pressing over it, exploring the area by turning the leg outward and then also inward. I would also recommend targeting the hamstring at the back of the leg too, because this all attaches into the knee. If we want to take this one to even the next level, what we can do is focus a little bit more on that popliteus muscle in the back of the knee. So I call this one the nutcracker. I'm going to take my tennis ball, place it right in the back of the knee, and then I'm just going to bend my knee backward like this, grab in front of my shin, and then press backward with my heel towards my butt until I feel a deep amount of pressure at the back of the knee. From there, what I'm going to do is take my foot and turn it inward as much as I can. You're going to notice that it hits the muscles just a little bit differently. And then I'm going to turn it outward as much as I can, just nice and slowly. Hold that for about 3 to 5 seconds. And do this for about 10 complete repetitions. From there, you can change the position of the tennis ball as needed and repeat. In this part, we're going to focus on getting rid of pain at the back of the knee by loosening everything up with a great stretching mobility exercise. We just need one thing for this, a solid, sturdy object that we can put our foot on. A yoga block works perfectly. You can use a couple hardcover books, a brick. If you don't have any of those, you can also roll up a large bath towel or two. The chair right here, the rolling chair, is optional, but you might find that it will take this one to the next level. So if you have one, grab it. I'm going to start standing, and whatever side that I'm having pain, let's say I'm having a lot of right-sided knee pain, I'm going to take that foot, I'm going to put the ball of the foot and the toes up on the block, my heel is going to rest on the floor. My legs are going to be in a scissored stance with both feet pointing straight ahead. I'm going to try to keep both knees straight during this exercise. The painful side, the one that has the foot up on the block, I'm going to take that foot and then take it outward like this until I feel a deep activation of the muscles in the back of the knee. This one's really going to target that popliteus muscle. Once we feel that, what I'm going to do is take my hands, put them on my hips just like this, and I'm going to start to lean forward by pivoting through my hips and through my waist. I want to keep my back straight during this exercise. I don't want to round it, but keep leaning forward. The more that you lean forward, the more that you're going to feel a deep stretch in the back of the knee. Once we feel a deep but comfortable stretch, I'm going to hold this position for about 20 to 30 seconds. Just do nice, slow, controlled breathing also. Let that tension out. From there, you can come back up and take a breather. On the next repetition, try to stretch into it even more. Always challenge those muscles as much as you can. You want to do this 3 to 5 times. To take this one to the next level, you can use the support of a rolling chair to get a deeper stretch. So I'm going to put my hands right at the edge of that chair, the top of the chair right here, and then just roll forward. Go forward as much as you can. I feel a lot firing into my hamstrings, the back of the knee, into the calf. I try to hold this one again, 20 to 30 seconds. Just roll back like this, take a breather, and then repeat this one up to 5 times. If you not only want to get rid of pain at the back of the knee, but also help prevent it, the best thing to do is to build strength and stability in and around the knee. This first strengthening exercise, we're going to need the edge of a wall. A door frame will also work. So let's start by taking the painful side. Let's say it's my right knee. I'm going to press my toes straight into the wall or the door frame. From there, I'm going to take my kneecap on that painful side, press into the edge also. Press into it a little bit just for a stable anchor point so it doesn't lift off. From there, you can take your hands and then grip onto the door frame or the wall right here for some more extra support. You're going to then take the other leg and lift up just like this. The movement, what we're going to do is rotate through our pelvis, through our hips in one direction. Go over as much as you can. You'll really feel the muscles in the back of the leg start to fire. This one again targets that popliteus muscle. Once you can't go any further and you really feel the muscles activate, hold this one comfortably for about 3 to 5 seconds. From there, you're just going to turn in the opposite direction and repeat. You'll notice that it hits the muscles just a little bit differently. But I try to do this one nice and slowly for about 10 repetitions in both directions. From there, you can relax and take a breather. If you feel like you have a little bit more energy, you can throw in another set or 2. To take this one to the next level, what you're going to do is take your foot back very slightly and repeat this exercise so you won't have the support of the wall with your knee. Your muscles will have to work a little bit harder to stabilize this movement. Give that one a try. To take this one to even the next level, take your hands off the wall too and put them on your hips and then repeat this one. But go through all of those motions and use what is the most effective for you. Here's a great strengthening exercise that's going to hit the hamstrings, popliteus, and calf muscles all at once. I call this one the super lunge combo. I'm going to have very good upright posture. Take your hands, put them together into a prayer position. Press in with your hands and tighten the core at the same time to help build stability during this exercise. So what I'm going to do is take one big step forward and then lunge my body forward. The back knee, I'm going to go down with it, but do not let it touch the floor. Let it hover about an inch or two. You're going to notice that a lot of muscles fire in the back, the butt, the hips, down the back of the leg into the hamstring, to the back of the knee, everything that helps build stability into that knee. But I try to do this one nice and slowly for about 10 to 15 repetitions on both sides. You can make this one more challenging by holding the exercise a little bit longer, 3 to 5 seconds, or you can throw in another set or two. From there, I'm going to take it to the next level by doing what is known as a side lunge. So I'm going to put my feet together, and again, I'm going to get back into that prayer position. Tighten the core. This time around, we're going to take one big step towards the side, and then we're going to lunge our whole body towards one side. Keep this leg straight at the knee as possible. You're going to feel a lot of muscles fire around the knee, but a little bit differently. Hold this for a couple seconds, and then just come back up. And then you're just going to do it on the other side. 10 to 15 repetitions on both sides. Again, to make it more challenging, you can hold it for longer or throw in another set or two. So let's end with one of my favorite strengthening exercises, the wall squat. This one is perfect to do daily to strengthen the butt, the legs, and the knees. We just need a smooth wall or a door. I'm going to start with my whole backside from my butt to my head flush against that wall or a door. My legs are going to be roughly hip width apart. I'm going to place all of my body weight on my heels and then take my feet and point my toes slightly outwards, roughly about 10 to 15 degrees. From there, I'm going to take my hands, put them on my hips just like this. Before we start though, I want to note that when we go down like this, to pay attention to make sure that your knees do not go past your toes. If that is the case, move your feet slightly more in front of you. So take your hands, put them on your hips just like this, tighten and engage the core for a little bit more support. You're just going to lower your butt down towards the floor as much as you can until you feel a deep activation of the muscles in the back of the legs, the hamstrings going towards the back of the knees. Really focus on feeling it in the back of the knees. Hold this comfortably for about 5 seconds and then just come back up and take a breather. You want to do this one nice and slowly for about 10 to 15 repetitions. With each repetition, challenge yourself to go down just a little bit more until you get your knees at 90 degrees. But don't go past that because that can cause irritation to the knees. Afterwards, see how you feel. If you have a little bit more energy, throw in another set or two. But go through all of the exercises, and I hope that gives very quick knee pain relief. If the exercises helped, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.